nothing to prove. Drop that weight, now I'm feeling brand new. If it don't serve me, then I'm cutting it loose. Unbothered, mind on ease. Unbothered, choosing peace. Unbothered, watch me grow. Welcome to the show, let's go. Yeah. Used to carry pain like a bag on my back. Old belief, old wounds had me stuck in the trap. Now I'm learning, unlearning, ain't no turning back. Every lesson that I keep, gotta match where I'm at. No drama, no stress, no chaos, I'm blessed. Protecting my energy, that's a part of success. If it steals my joy, if it kills my shine, I'ma leave it where I found it, cause my peace is mine. Unbothered, yeah, that's the move. Peace so loud, got nothing to prove. Drop that weight, now I'm feeling brand new. If it don't serve me, then I'm cutting it loose. Unbothered, mind on ease. Unbothered, choosing peace. Unbothered, watch me grow. Welcome to the Unbothered show, yeah. This is the Unbothered, where we let go, level up, heal, and choose peace over everything.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Emprezz Unbothered. If you're returning, thank you for being here again. And if you're new, this is a space where we talk honestly about healing, boundaries, growth, and becoming who we are without shrinking ourselves in the process. Today's episode is about detaching without becoming cold. Because I think a lot of us fear that once we finally start protecting our peace, we'll somehow lose our softness too. And honestly, I used to believe that. I thought detaching meant I had to stop caring, stop loving deeply, stop being emotional. But I've learned that detaching isn't about becoming heartless. It's about learning where your energy no longer belongs. So if you've ever struggled with letting go, pulling back, or protecting yourself without guilt, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. Why detaching feels hard? Well, detaching is hard when you genuinely love people, especially when you're the type of person who gives chances, explains yourself, and tries to see the good in everybody. Because sometimes we stay emotionally connected to people long after the connection stops being healthy. Not because we're weak, but because we remember potential. And letting go of potential can feel like grieving somebody who's still alive. The difference between love and access. One thing that I had to learn between the two is that love and access are not the same thing. Just because you love someone doesn't mean they automatically deserve unlimited access to your energy, your peace, your softness, or your time. And honestly, some people confuse access with entitlements. They think because if you've always been available, you'll always stay available. But boundaries change things. Growth changes things. And sometimes people become uncomfortable the moment you stop overextending yourself to them. Detaching isn't revenge. And I used to think pulling away made me mean. But detaching is not revenge. It's not about punishing people. It's about no longer abandoning yourself, trying to hold on to connections that drain you. And sometimes detachment looks quiet. It looks like no longer arguing, no longer begging to be understood, no longer forcing conversations that keep hurting you. Sometimes a healing sounds like silence. The guilt of choosing yourself, I think, is one of the hardest parts of growth. It's the guilt that comes with choosing yourself. Especially if you're naturally loving, patient, or nurturing. You start wondering, am I being selfish? Am I overacting? Am I giving up too easily? But protecting your peace is not selfish. And needing space does not make you a bad person. Sometimes distance is the healthiest thing you can give yourself. One thing nobody talks about enough is that you can love people and still need distance from them. You can wish somebody well and still realize they no longer align with your peace. And honestly, maturing is understanding that love alone is not enough to sustain every connection. Respect matters, consistency matters, emotional safety matters too. What detachment actually taught me is that I don't need closure from everybody to move forward. Sometimes closure is the behavior. Sometimes closure is the repeated disappointment. Sometimes closure is finally seeing patterns clearly. And once you see clearly, you stop forcing yourself to stay emotionally attached to things that continually hurt you. One thing I never want is for pain to turn me cold. I still want to love deeply. I still want to care. I still want to be soft. But now I'm learning how to be soft without self-sacrificing. And honestly, that balance takes healing. Because softness should never require self-abandonment. So, if you're listening to this and struggling to let go of someone, give yourself grace. Detachment is not always instant. Healing is not always linear. And protecting your peace does not make you cruel. You are allowed to stop putting into spaces that only drain you. And you are allowed to choose yourself without guilt. So, I would like to take this moment to thank you all so much for spending this time with me on Emprezz Unbothered. I hope this episode reminded you that protecting your peace does not make you heartless. It makes you aware of what your spirit can no longer carry. Detachment doesn't mean you stop loving people. Sometimes it simply means you finally start loving yourself too. Thank you for listening, for reflecting, and for growing with me. And remember, you can be soft, loving, and kind without giving everybody unlimited access to you. I'll talk to y'all in the next episode. Stay grounded, stay peaceful, and stay unbothered.